Hello everyone, the Lighting Collector here. Welcome back to another fluorescent lighting video. Today we have a Lampi Standard preheat fluorescent strip light, manufactured in the early to mid 80s, I want to say, potentially the late 80s too. I got this off of eBay 6 or more years ago, and I honestly can't remember. But I got it online, obviously, and it was new in the box. It had the cover, which I do still have. I just didn't feel like demonstrating this fixture with the cover on it. Primarily because I don't have any 18-watt tubes offhand. They're all being used that I can think of. And that's what this fixture came with, is a 18-watt T8 in warm white from Lampi. And the little cover is designed to go around a T8. They made T12 versions of this, but by this point they were using T8s for the 2 foots especially. So these are very unconventional for American fixtures, but this is still at its heart American. This was made in the USA, but later they started shifting. Sorry, these are kind of annoying to open. That's another thing I don't like about these. Come on. Oh my goodness. There we go. Jeez. So it is American at heart, and funnily enough, brown in the inside, because they also offered these in brown, and I've got 1 or 2 in that color. So, oh, actually, it says the date. August of 1984, okay. So, yeah, mid-80s. Anyways, so it's got an American style ballast with a plastic mount for it, which is weird. I don't know why they did that. That means it's very loud. Or it just slides in, I guess, yeah. It has a weird, non-conventional, more European style starter socket there. Then the lamp holders are very European styled to a degree. And the fixture itself is kind of European style. It's weird. Lampis have always been odd and unique, and this is no exception, of course, but I'm going to run it with this Black Ender T12 because why not? I had this up above my kitchen cabinet for a while, along with another Lampi fixture. Oh my goodness, this is like really not designed well. Yep, gotta love it. Come on. Okay, sorry, I had to fight with that a little bit. But yeah, these are just very weird, and I don't know what else to say about it except that those who know about Lampis... Oh, I know what I was saying. Sorry, I was so focusing on getting that back together, I forgot about what I was saying. So I had this up above the cabinets in my kitchen along with some other lights, and I decided that I wanted to make everything a strip light up there. So I swapped out this Lampi and this European Lampi, which I just made a video of, 2 more traditional strip lights. And then now that these are out of the way, I can make videos on them and stuff. And this is one of the ones designed without a switch. They also have one with plastic ends, which I have a couple of them, that have a little rocker switch that's red on the end. But this is designed to be hardwired, actually. And obviously I don't have it hardwired, and it's still not together all the way, is it? Another neat thing about these is the way they mount. They have these little red tabs that you put the screw in first, and then you obviously mark where they go. There's templates and boxes for that. And then it kind of clamps on. And that's the way it goes. So it's kind of cool. I've always liked Lampi stuff. One of my first ever, oh, it's, what? Really? Oh. No fit T12, huh? Really? Or maybe just on that side. There we go. I was gonna say it should have fit T12. I've done it before. Yep. Okay, all is well here. It's about to be really irritated there. But nope, we're good. Anyways, this is maybe hardwired. It was probably intended for like closets and stuff. I've got a bunch of catalogs for Lampi because of all the new in-box products that I have from them. And that's how I know this is called the Standard. So here goes nothing. So you got your typical sound. It's not overly loud, but it's not as quiet as the European-made Lampi stuff. And I think a lot of that has to do with their lack of ballast isolation. They didn't, I mean, that ballast can rock back and forth, which means vibration. But all these Lampi stuff, standard from the box, unless you ordered otherwise, would come with a warm white tube. That was their big thing. They intended these to be user-friendly, easy to install, and modern, attractive fixtures for energy saving during the energy crisis. That's the entire point of it. I believe Lampi was founded in, I think, 1978 or 79 or 1980. One of those years they came about from a guy in Alabama, and he decided to kind of reinvent energy saving lighting. This was a product of the energy crisis, basically. And they made everything from portable plug-in mounted stuff that came with cords that were switched, so you could have portable lighting, or just, you know, easy to install with no wiring, things like that, for under cabinet purposes, closets, all sorts of different things, main lighting, accent lighting, whatever. And they offered a wide variety of colors too for their tubes, and different color temperatures. I want to say I have like 15 or so, maybe more Lampi products. I'd love to find their big wraparounds. I have the small ones, but they made the Lampi, oh gosh, I forgot the name. Anyways, it's like a European style sleek wraparound, and they made them up to F40. Of course, the F30 and F40 stuff were all rapid start, sadly. Even because I thought, oh, well, everything Lampi makes is preheat, maybe this F30 will. Nope, I got an F31 off eBay. It was rapid start. However, because it's a single lamp, I just wired it to be preheat, so now it's preheat. I'll make a video on that soon. I need to take it out of storage. But yeah, that's really the basis of this. Lampi was kind of revolutionary, and they did sell a lot of the products towards the, like in the earlier days, in this era where it was made in America. It seems like they started selling less of them when they moved production from Alabama to Europe, although I'm not sure if it was, they just started selling their European things here too, because if I remember right, there's a catalog I have that shows different locations of Lampi manufacturing plants, and they still had some in the United States, and they have them in like West Germany and France and so forth. So maybe they did sell American-made stuff too, but they also sold the European things in the United States too. I gotta make a video of, I have two of those wraparound fixtures. One is the European style ballast stuff, and then one is American made. One was F18T8, the other was F20T12. I gotta make a video comparing them and then individually, but yeah, that's really it. I mean, I could sit here and do this all day. It's got a power factor of 60, which is to be expected. It's just a choke. 0.36 amp, 26 watts. So it actually underdrives the lamp a smidge, mainly because it's designed for 18 watt anyways. But these chokes that were used forever and still are made for these lower wattage lamps, they have a tendency to underdrive F20 stuff because they're kind of made to run anything from 14 watt to 8 or to 20, and they kind of sit in the middle at around 17-18 watt. So they overdrive the smaller wattages a little bit, and they underdrive the bigger. So this uses less amps than the European one with the ballast. It's just meant for 20 watt T12 and nothing else. So kind of interesting to see that, and any 2 lamp stuff will always be the same way. It'll drive it the correct amount. So yeah, I'll eventually make a video of this, maybe, and have it installed where it has the cover on it, and it has, well, you know what? I'm trying to think. This may not have had a cover, but I swear it did. I know they made this strip light that didn't come with a cover on it, but I swear this had one. But regardless, if it does have a cover, I will run it with the proper factory 18 watt lamp, which I still have, and with the cover on it, and I'll probably install it. I'd love to have something like this in a hardwired installation because I've got so much stuff like this. I just haven't been able to use them because for the past 6 years I've been in rental houses. And unfortunately that's going to continue for a bit, but I'm sure eventually I'll be able to own my own home, hopefully. Knock on wood there. But yeah, love to use this stuff because it doesn't make sense to just keep it all and never use it. So the goal is to finally have a place where I can use what I've got and be happy with it and not collect much more, because I am definitely on the thin side of space here, and I'm moving into a smaller home, so it's going to be even worse. But that's all stuff for me to worry about, not y'all. So hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thanks again for watching. I will try my best to keep uploading to this channel. I've got a decent amount of content I can put on here, and lots of stuff I can easily make videos of too. I will try to do a couple more street lighting videos before I move. Just need to wait for the weather to make its mind up here, and probably take a weekend after I get some packing done to make a couple videos here and there of lights that I haven't filmed yet, and then yeah. But for the most part, what I'll be focusing on until I move is probably indoor lighting stuff, as I have neglected the larger amount of lights I have, which are for the indoors, and not made enough videos of those or uploaded them. So I think it's time to start focusing on that stuff more. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and catch you next time.